And Kyle too, man. Kyle's my little cousin. His dad and me are first cousins, so it's good to have another Peko in the house. And but it's also great, to sharpen each other up. I want to make sure that I take him under my wing, show him what I know, and I'm sure he could teach me a few things too. So we're just gonna sharpen each other up and get better together.
Have you met with any of the other players? I saw you go with TJ, but any other players?
I've just been saying hi to a couple guys. I said hi to Big Max, the center Paradis. We had some good battles with those guys, so it's good to see them without the pads on, And they're excited to have me here, and I'm excited to be a part of the team.
What about the rest of the defense, specifically guys like Von Miller and the secondary? How excited are you playing now?
Dude, man, Cincinnati, man, we're big on defense there too, but you guys over here have been holding it down for a long time, and to play with the caliber guys like that, Atiq Khalid and, freaking 58, man, I'm excited to be on the same field and with him, man. I like to play with a lot of energy and excitement, and he does too, to improve and help out wherever I can.
What do you see your role and your impact being
I'm
on this team?
a big, I'm a nose, man. I've been nose guard for Cincy 11 years, in the AFC North, and that's a tough division, but that's why I see myself here, being a strong nose in the middle, holding the point on pass rush downs, being able to get loose and make some plays. But being a nose, for me, it's I like to not only just consider myself a nose in the middle of the field there, but I like to run sideline to sideline, man. I like to run around and make plays on screens, reverses, all that type of stuff. And that's what I want to bring energy, bring stoutness, and just bringing playmaking abilities.
Anything else? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Much love. Appreciate it.
Zach Kerr?
How we doing in here? Everybody doing good? Just want to say, kind of piggyback off what the OG said now, and all praise to the Most High, and this is definitely an opportunity that I've always dreamed of. I got a call from Mr. Elway the other day, and Coach Vance Joseph, and it was just like, it was surreal to me. I was sitting down with one of my friends, and Mr. Elway called, and I was like, yo, John Elway just called me. You know what I'm saying? So I played my first NFL game here when Peyton Manning was the quarterback, and I fell in love with the city then, and I always told my team, I said, man, I'd like to live in Denver one day. I just didn't know it was going to work out this way, so I'm definitely excited to be here.
Who else was interested in?
We had a couple teams. We had the 49ers, the Lions, the Giants. Got a couple interests from mostly NFC teams, but obviously this one was a no-brainer, so.
What did you play with the Colts? Do they have a 3-4?
Yeah, it was a 3-4. It was more of a 3-4 read front, and that was kind of like the.
Were you the 5 technique?
I played everything, sir. I played everything. I was all over the place. Nose, 5, 3 technique, 4. I was all over the place. So.
They said that was part of it, that you played well, but they never really figured out where you belong best. Are you looking forward to maybe settle in it 1 or 2 spots?
Absolutely, and I think that's up to the coaching staff and what the plans they have for me and what they want me to do. But obviously I'm willing to play any position they want me to play. Just be a key contributor and come in and plug in and start working. But it doesn't matter where. I don't care where I play. Never did, never will.
What do you think the key is for you to take the next step in your career here in Denver?
I think I just gotta learn from guys like Peko. Kind of just keep sharpening my tools. Like he said, we're going to sharpen each other. And I think with me, myself, I just have to get better at technique. I feel like I run to the ball well enough. I feel like I play with a lot of energy. But I think technique has been a big thing for me coming from a 4-3 in college and, playing in now a 3-4 defense. And just it's a different type of scheme. It's a different type of makeup. So they want you to do certain things, but you got to kind of think about everybody around you. So that's the biggest thing in the 3-4 I've noticed is it's more of a, I don't want to say, not that a 4-3 isn't a team-oriented defense, but 3-4 you really got to trust that guy next to you that he's going to be in the right spot.
You think your game in week 2 last year made an impression with one of your better games?
I hope it did. No, I like to think it did, and part of that was just because I was so excited to play against the Broncos, and growing up, watching them and just knowing the history behind this organization, I always was super duper excited to either come here and play football or play against the Denver Broncos. So I guess my game week 2 kind of sealed the deal a little bit, but you never know what's going to happen in week 2. I'm just happy I'm here now.
Were you surprised the Colts didn't give you restricted attendance?
A little surprised. but that's the business side of it. You never know what's going on. You never know what the front office is thinking, and it's a new regime over there too. So, was I surprised? Yeah, but was I surprised that they didn't? That I'm not there a little bit, but it's okay. I think I'm in the right spot now, and I think everything's going to be.
Why does size matter and stuff in the run in the kind of modern day NFL?
Well, if you look at it now, the NFL's kind of turned into a passing league a little bit, but you still got those teams like Peko just came from the AFC North. They still like to run the ball. The Steelers will run the ball all day on you, and I think that it's important to be stout in the run game and have big size because if you can run a game, you're successful. And that's pretty much where we're going now. Here is we're trying to get some guys like myself and Peko to beef up the front. So obviously we got the guys on the back end that can cover all day. You got an animal like 58 coming off the edge. So obviously what we need now is some bigger size guys like us just to beef up the front and kind of take charge of the run game.
Would you like to be able to join up with guys like that on the back end, 58?
Absolutely. I mean, if the quarterback can't throw the ball, he's going to hold it. That gives us a little bit more time to get there. And if they got to go chip and send 2-3 guys to go block Vaughn, it's only one guy that can block me. So, it's a fun experience, man, and I'm definitely excited about it.
You had a chance to meet Bill Collar?
Yes, actually, I had a chance to meet Bill 4 years ago, coming out of Delaware. He was with Houston during that time. He was like one of the second coaches I've actually talked to at the combine. And it was funny, we just had a good laugh upstairs because he had called me after the draft, and he said, you kind of just stuck it to me and told me, like, get lost. But it was just funny. But it's crazy how, the universe works, and now we're working together, and we're going to get a chance to really get better together.
It looked like you had a lot of success in Indy when you were a penetrating player.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel like that's where you can, get your game off the most?
Absolutely. That's just what I did my whole entire life before I came to the NFL. I always was a guy that just, I started playing football my junior year in high school. And the first thing they told me is just see ball, get ball. So go get the guy with the ball. Go in the backfield and make plays. And that's kind of where I learned to play football. So, once I got to college, they wanted me to do the same things. Once I got to the NFL, it was a little bit different. But I still had that, that ability. I still had that mindset. And I think that, those are good things I could bring to the table.
How much has your journey helped you that you in Maryland
Yeah.
and you end up humbled by it and end up in Delaware?
Yeah.
How much does that help you as you kind of start over here?
I think it helped tremendously. I mean, anytime you can get humbled, no matter what the situation is, it's always good for you. And I like to think, even though people call them mistakes, I like to think that it's just a learning experience. So I did a lot of dumb things when I was 18 and 19 years old. Who doesn't? And I think that those things that I went through kind of helped me build my character and helped me become the person that I am today, the man that I am today, and the player that I am today. So I definitely think it helped me out, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Okay.
Oh, Troy, any questions? Okay, good. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a good one.
Guys, we'll have a few for John. Okay. John, how are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Good, right?
Talk about what you've done in free agency, the 4 guys.
We're excited about it. I think that it's been a focus for us, especially the offense and defensive line, and get more physical on both sides of the ball. We feel like we've done that, and so it's been a good start.
Who do you see playing left tackle, and do you feel like that guy's on the roster?
Well, it's still open, so we're not done. So I mean, Watson's played some left tackle, and we're going to take a peek at Stevenson there, and so we feel like we have some different options, and so we're not done yet. So last time I heard we don't go to camp until July, and so we don't have to have that just fixed just yet, but we'll figure out how to get that done.
Looks like there was an intent to get kind of nastier, meaner on the O-line, bigger on the D-line. Was that kind of a priority going into this offseason, change personality a little bit up front?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, with the size, and obviously, we liked the ability. We liked, with Ronald, we liked the way he played the game. He's a physical guy and plays with an attitude, so there's no question he was our target. And, and then Menelik has the same, ability to tackle. And the good thing is they have personalities, as you've seen, the real positive guys that like playing the game. And so I think not only are they good football players, but I think they're going to add a real positive feel in the locker room with the type people and they are. And, the personalities. I think we get a little bit of the personality back, and they're going to help very much there.
A lot of talk on Tony Romo.
Really?
Yes.
Among who? You?
Twitter. Yeah.
On Twitter?
Would you be trading? Would you consider trading for Tony?
Tony's under contract still. That's the last time I checked, he's still under contract. So, like I said, nothing's changed since the combine. We're excited about the two guys that we have here, and feel like we're in a good good space there. So,
And if something comes available, you would consider, look at all options?
as I said, we're always looking at options. That's why we're not, until we get to 90, we're looking at all different options that we can look at every position. So, we never say never. As I told DeMarcus, I told him, I never say never, but I think that there's always, I stay open to everything, and we'll see how things go.
How about DeMarcus? Where did you guys leave that?
He's gonna test the market, and so see what's out there. And so, I told him that was probably the best thing to do at this point in time. But we'd stay in touch and see where he was.
What did you like about Kerr relative to some of the other defensive linemen on the market that maybe didn't?
Well, we really believe he's got a high ceiling, and he's a guy that was playing a two gap, as he said, in Indy, and feel like he's a very talented guy, very young guy. We actually liked him a lot coming out of the draft, and really tried to get him as a CFA when he came out. We couldn't get it done, but we've liked him since the draft 4 years ago that he came out. So I think it was 3 years because he's restricted. So we've liked him for a long time, but feel like he really has a chance to fit what we do well, get upfield, and he can rush a passer, and he plays hard and chases the ball. So we're excited about him. We think he's got a lot of upside.
Because you went through this with Kaepernick last year, you seem to show discipline in these situations. Is that why maybe internally it's not as big a deal as externally regarding quarterback?
Yeah, because I think we feel good about where we are. And I think, there's so many things, everything gets, and I will just tell you this, there's been a lot of things out there that aren't true as far as what's going on with our quarterbacks. And so, that's what happens. Everything gets frothed up there, and so we just continue to go down our plan, and that's to continue to stay open. And when things come available, we look at them at that point in time.
Dakota and Vance Walker?
Dakota, we've talked to Dakota as well as Vance Walker, so we'll see if we can get something done with, both. We have interest in both those players still.
Anything else?
Okay.
Kayvon?
Kayvon's out on the market, so we'll have to see where he is. I think that, we love Kayvon, and he's done a heck of a job for us, but obviously that's a position that we're pretty deep in, and my understanding is, Kayvon wants to play a little bit more, so he's out exploring the market.
Okay, thank you.
All right?
Thanks, guys.
All righty.
All right, John. Lockdown. Good job.
On what?
Troy, Nikki, did you guys, if you needed a coach or Cam?
That's it, man. All she wrote. That's it. Sign somebody else.